Hello, my friends. I'm starting this video over because my phone just said, oh, let's go to the trash. I'm going, what? Anyways, I have a friend who's a GBI bomb tech here in Georgia, and they have a cooperative program where they'll send bomb techs and different people to Israel, and Israel police will send their coordinating guy to the United States, and they just learn from each other. He did show us pictures of where they blew up a bus and two other things. And then they had to go through them and identify where the bomb was, what was used, different components of it. They also toured a lot of Israel and got to see some fantastic things that I had never, well, I've never been there, but I hadn't even seen pictures of and heard stories about. So it was really cool. If you want to see his video, Crossroads of Perry, I'll try to get it and put it on the description here, a link or something to it, because I'm not sure exactly what the title of it is, but we do broadcast our 11 o'clock service, and he did a whole presentation at church Sunday. Anyways, while he was over there, I'm not sure if this was the Jordan or Galilee, which he will pronounce as Galila? I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, the way they pronounce it. But anyways, he picked up these shells, different ones from, these are like a snail shell, and these are, I don't know what kind of, I don't know my little mollusk stuff. But anyways, he asked me if I could make some jewelry out of some of these. So yesterday I started, and you didn't need to see all the process. I will show you how I did this, but basically I took a head pin, the shell, some E6000 glue, and these little bitty bead caps. See how little they are? Yeah. And put the head pin through it, put the glue on it, and held it onto the shell until it held for a while. I did the same thing with this set here. And this set here, I did not do that. I took just a head pin, put it inside, and put the glue inside. And now I have to make a little loop on these and hang them on. I do have, these are posts that I found when I was going through my stuff. I did not buy these. Somebody, when they were emptying out their jewelry stuff, said, here, I'm not going to be making any more jewelry. Would you like these? And I have had, I would say, five friends who have done that, and I am so appreciative. Anyways, yeah, that was great. Then this morning, I went through containers of old chains that I might be able to use. This one here, I'm going, oh, that would be perfect. It's probably made out of gold because it's so fine and the workmanship is fantastic on this. But I can't get anything through that. Those little, the little links. So I do have, this is 26 gauge wire, and it's not small enough. So you need 28 gauge if you're going to put that through there. I'll probably, since it is probably gold, and I would just, at this point, would have to put it in something because I can't put the jump rings on it because I don't have anything that fine. I'll probably just send it to my sister because she's got a bunch of gold and silver that she's going to take to a smith and basically melt down. And does it weigh anything? It doesn't weigh anything. But if you put a bunch of I don't weigh anything together. Yeah, you get some stuff. Anyways, this here is a little bigger. Can you see? Let's see. Focus, focus, focus. Are you going to focus on it? Well, there you go. I can put the 26. Actually, I can probably put one of these through it. So I might not need to use the wire. If I don't have to use the wire, I'm not going to, simply because this is a stronger wire than that. Because it's so thin, it's easily pulled out and bent out of shape, unless I do a wire wrap, and I am not that great at wire wrap. The other thing I can do with this is I can actually drop it in there, drop some E6000 in there, and just glue it to it. Or I can drill a little hole here. I'm really worried about that because shells are fragile and they could shatter. Let me show you some. As you can see the little shell fragments on the bottom here. Yeah. But see, yeah, I worry about that. So I might put some resin in there, paint it in, cure it, which would make this harder. Then I can put my drill through it and I won't damage the shell. That's my plan with this, these here, because I do want to drill some and just put a jump ring on them. These here are so tiny, I don't know that I could get the drill in there to make the hole. So those might be a good yeah, contender. I'm going, there's a word. What's the word I'm looking for? Contender. Okay. But anyways, I have a lot of broken chains that came through jewelry that, you know, necklaces that broke and everything, and just people, they don't know what to do with it. Well, this is what you can do with it. Here's a little gold chain. Here's one that has some pounded segments in it. That was actually chain that they just scrunched. I don't know if they heat it first or just used a vise and squeezed it together or whatever, but you can see the links and everything in that. Anyways, I'm thinking I'm going to use this for one pair. I did take one thing off it. Can you see it? It's little. Oh, this one's not off from that one. This one's off from something else. And I did not save it. So, but it'll come off like that. I don't know where it's at. I must have put it back when I was putting a bunch of stuff back. And like this here, there's this one, and you can see where the color has been worn off near the clasp and everything, and it's shinier down there. Well, can I bring it back? No. I mean, I guess I could try painting it or something, but yeah. But I can use these areas down here. But I'm thinking with the shells being so small that the smaller chain would work better than with the larger chain. I probably could get away with it with these here because they're a bigger shell. All right, what else did I add? I pulled this chain out, which has got a beautiful, beautiful chain. And it's a double or triple. It's really pretty. And I'm going, oh, that's a full chain. All I need to do is put a finding on, a clasp. So I'm not going to destroy that one. And this is a process that we use when we're making jewelry. All right, so let's get some stuff going. Okay, I went and got my resin. And let's see, we're going to cut this one in half because we were just going to use a little bit, right? Which one were we going to put the resin in? Could do these little bitty ones. All right. We got to mark halfway. So what I do is I put that in there, put it on this end, like that there. And whatever's down here is halfway. Just hang it down. Put these right there. Make sure it's where's my other ones? I do not have a really good pair of wire cutters, other than my memory wire cutters, which are awesome. I would recommend everybody have a pair of memory wire cutters. All right, it did not cut it. I see which one it is though. It is this one. Ta-da. Ta-da. All right. I'm going to put that little piece, I'm sorry, put that little piece in with my wire pieces. Why not? Okay, let's take these, set them like that, put a little drop of resin in. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I'm like looking around trying to find my toothpick holder and stuff, and it was actually, I was looking around it because I put stuff in it, which I shouldn't have. Like there's a couple paint brushes, a nail file, and I was cleaning up, and yeah, well, I was cleaning up. Let's just leave it at that. All right, let's take and here, let's put it in there to bring it out to here, like that. All right, now this time I think that I'll use the toothpick. Oh, let me just use this here and place it in there like that. Take this here, put it in there. Come on. And whoops. Come on, stay in. All right, let me put that under the light. Did you see how little it took to put that in there? Yeah. That's why I shouldn't have used the drop. I should have just used the toothpick, huh? Okay. Now, we were talking about strengthening this so that we could drill right here. And that would actually give it would hold it that way. These here seemed really sturdy. So these are the ones I might drill right here. Okay, so those I'm going to drill that way. These here I want to see if I can't maybe drill down the center. Oh, I'm so afraid of ruining them. All right. Okay, this right here is the littlest drill bit that I have. Can you see how little it is? I was wrong, it's a little bigger than that, but it is small. All right, always have a block of wood if you're going to be drilling. You see all these holes? Yeah, that's why. I'm going to hold this with nylon pliers because I don't want to damage the shell and I don't want to drill into my fingers. Okay, let's hold it like, I'm trying to just barely hold it. All right, let me set it down like that. Oh, that's smarter. Yes, that's much smarter. Come on, hold up like that. Up like that right there. Okay. I need more than one hand here. Ooh, I wonder if a rubber band would help. If I put that in and then took a rubber band and kind of pulled that together. All right, it needs to be doubled over. Go like that. Open it up. Sure, I'm brilliant sometimes, you know? Not always. Yeah, well, rarely. All right. I haven't touched it yet. I'm so scared. Nope, it's chipping it away. But you know what? It might be enough to put some resin in there and just lock it in. I'm going to try that. All right, let me see if I can put a hole in the other one. See the hole there? Yeah. All right, rubber bands. The rubber bands actually worked. All right, put them here. Just like that. Open it up like that. Stuff keeps falling out of these. This is because they used to be alive. All right. Why this is not cutting. Alright, let's see, it's not really deep enough. The other one's deeper. Is my drill bit getting that thing? Maybe I've got it up too high. I was doing it higher because I thought it would cut better. Oops. Alright, let's see if that works. Alright. Let's use the UV flashlight. Let's put these over here. Also, let's put some resin, paint some resin in here because we want to do the drilling here, right? Was it these? Or was it these? I don't remember now. Let's do these here. And I just want a little bit of resin in them. Just enough to strengthen it. Biddy. Let me get a butter wrapper. My go-to thing. All right. Are these matched? No, these are not the match. Oh, where's the match for that one? Right there. And if this works really good, I might do more than one pair this way. Okay, let me put that under the light. Okay, now head pins. BD, right there. Here's the head pins. Let's grab two. And a head pin just means that it's got a flat head on it. This right here. An eye pin would have a circle, like a jump ring type looking thingy wingy. All right, let's get that out of the way. Always, like I said, always have some wood around for just such an occasion. Okay. Where's the one oh, these are the ones I drilled. Okay. Let's see if this is going to fit in there. It does not. You know what will fit? Wires that we've already cut. Okay. All right, let me check on this one. That one wants to go down that way. I don't want it to go down that way. Okay. Again, with a little bit of fear here. All right, let's resin there. Okay, come back just because I want to show you these worked. The ones that I resined in there, yep, both of them. They're in there really good. So, yay! Okay, I got my looper out. This is a 1.5 millimeter loop. And these are pretty cool. You just slide it in to where you need it and pinch, and it makes the loop. Okay, so let's do that again. Go all the way down to the thing, pinch, and we got a loop. Now normally when I do this, I will pull this back, but I'm afraid I don't want to pull this off. I don't want to manhandle it. Let's see, do I have these the right way? Yeah. I should have checked to see whether or not, yeah, those will work. Okay, so on this particular pair, I am not going to put anything between them. I'm just going to hook them onto the wire. Let me make sure that's all closed. They're not always closed. And this is not all the way closed, so I'm going to push it that way a little bit. Put this one, let's see, I want it on that way. No. All right, let's close these up and do it the other way because I don't want to put any stress on this here. So let's close that up a little bit. Let me add a little bit more. Oh, that wire is very strong. That wire is very strong. There, it's closed all the way. Okay. Yeah, normally I would make sure that this right here is more symmetrical, bend this back a little bit. But like I said, I don't want to stress this. These are shells. These were living things at one time. And it's not like I can just go to the pond and pick up some more because these came from Israel. Well, that's kind of cute. I think he'll be happy with that. And I asked him, I said, do you want silver or gold? He said, I don't know. Ask Mallory. So I asked Mallory, and Mallory looked at me like, I don't know. She goes, I guess both. So, yeah. They're, Mallory's his wife, of course. If, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to try to straighten that out a little bit. I'm not, nope, nope, nope. I'm just pushing on the wire right now. Okay. Squeeze that tight. That's the problem about using a really strong, nice wire. They don't move very easily, but that's a good thing. Okay. All right. Now, make sure that's in the same position. Okay. Okay, I have my first pair of Israel shell earrings. So, yay! Now I just have to, here, let me put them in a little baggie here. I just have to make some more. Okay, I won't go through every one that I'm going to do that particular method with. You've seen it. Been there, done that, right? Okay, let's see if this will fit on that. I'm not sure. I did not test these to see if that will go on this one here. this wire. Close, come on. Oh, I almost said yes. It's not gonna go. All right, so that one we're not gonna do that way. I could just do the loops with these two and put them on that, because this will go through that, right? Yep. Always test. Don't just assume, okay? Always test them. Make sure they're going to go through. All right, on this one, because I want to make sure my loops are going this way, okay? And since that's already angled a little bit, I'm not going to worry about the angle on that one. Ta-da! And I save my little bits of metal here, and I've actually put them at one time, wire pieces right here. I made a cross and put a bunch of those inside across. It looked really cool. All right, next one, again, made sure I had it in the same orientation as that one. Okay, and squeeze it down, and there we go. Okay, so I have these two. Let's see if I can bend that up a little bit. Ooh, I did. And I want to bend this one up just a little bit too. Okay. I'm going to use a jump ring on them, I think. Let's see. Yeah, because they're both like this here. So I'm going to use a jump ring. And I have jump rings right here. Right here. Come on, open up. Open up and say aw. All right. Let's see, I want the small ones. Da-da-da-dee-dee-da. Let's go with that size right there. Okay. And whoops. Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting ready for Thanksgiving. This is more fun. I don't really have anything I have to do today. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be busy because I got to make pies. I already have the pie crust dough, what's it called? Made and in the refrigerator where, all right, that's the front, that's the front. Okay. Where the, all the fats and everything will chill, and where the moisture in the dough spreads through everything. And yeah, it's always better to rest your pie crust dough. Okay, how's that gonna look? I like it. Don't you like it? I like it. I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will probably make, I'm thinking 6. What do you think? I don't know. All right, let's see. That goes like that. That goes like that. So let's put it here. Hold that there. Don't you love the fact that I don't use actual nouns? I use cut like. Hold that on the wire. No. There we go. And we'll put some backings on it. I hate these backings. I don't usually wear post because I always, when I put these on my ear, they get twisted and then they like feel like they're cutting into my ear. That's probably why I wear more this kind of earring here with the hooks on them. And my sister will tell you that the nylon ones will harden up, so she hates those. But I would much rather have the nylon ones than these metal ones, because I literally cut myself and I was bleeding from one of these. I know. Learn to put your jewelry on, girl. All right, I am a sad person. What can I say? Okay, with these here, I definitely want to put them on a chain. Oh, this is where I got that other chain from. Okay. Oh, isn't that cute? I like this. I don't know whether or not this will go in that though. I will probably have to use that wire there. Let me find an end piece here. Come on, it's too tiny. Yeah, that's not going to go in. Okay, so if I use this, then I definitely am going to have to use the 28 gauge or 26 gauge wire thing, and I'm not really wanting to do that. All right, let me put these somewhere where they're not going to get crushed. Let me just put them in that. So let's get the bigger pieces. These here. I'm pretty sure, didn't I just try this, see whether or not this would go in there a few minutes ago? Come on. I don't think it's going to. Now that I think about it, now that I'm looking at it, it's close. Oh, it's so close. Nope, it's not going in. Okay, so I got to use this wire anyways. So should we go ahead? Oh, I'm sorry. You got bunked good. I bunked you really good. All right. What do I do with that little wire? Oh. Here it is right here. And I don't know what company that is that's got like a, ooh, it's got verdigris on it. I gotta take that away. It cannot be with my friends. Verdigris bad. Okay. Where's that other little piece that I had? Little piece. What do I do with it? Oh, is that it right there? It is. Okay. Because we got to make them the same length. Okay, those would be the same length. All right, now what I got to do is cut that last link without cutting the squished part there, the flat part. Okay, let's pull that way. Right there. All right. Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh, that piece looks like it's still attached. Let's see. I may have gotten the link before it and not the last link. Yep. Okay, so now I got to clip this one. Clip it. And when you get old, your vision goes. So it's like, can I see that even? Come on. I'm sure the people who actually do this stuff for, you know, where they're working with this stuff all the time, have these great magnifiers. Ah, did I clip that? Nope, it's good. All right. So I have that and I have that. Okay, now let's make a little loopy thing. Loopy, loopy. All right, let's go through here. How would we want to do this? Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'll make the loop here and I'll just do a wire wrapped loop on it. Okay, let's start with just a loop here. Just like we did for all the other ones. Use the looper. Squish it there. And I hope that's the way I wanted it because I didn't even think about it. Okay. Oh, there it is. All right. So did them that way. So that's got to go that way. Does it matter? Only that you make them the same. Okay, so if you do them one way, you got to do the other way, the same way. Okay. Let's close that up, and it's got to be closed really good on this because, okay. This tiny wire, the least little gap it will find. So, all right, those are both closed really well. Okay, now go in there and squeeze it. And let me get a thing right here. Hold it like this here, and I'm going to wrap it around this other wire. And we're going to wrap and wrap. And squish it down because, you know what, I'm not doing this the right way. I am definitely not doing this the right way. Oh, I know what I need to do. All right, let's unwrap. 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 And I've bent this wire up so bad, but there's ways to salvage what I want, because I don't want to have to put that chain back on. Okay, so just open it up like that, move it all down that way, clip that off. Clip that off. Yes, I am learning just as I'm talking. It's not like I'm an expert at this stuff, and wire wrapping is not my favorite thing. Okay, so I am going to, oops, make that a little bigger here. Go around and down in. Whoops. So it's kind of like I'm making a jump ring there, and then I'm going back down in to this, the shell ring thing that I made here. Actually, let's use this side. This side's longer. Let's pull it tight. Okay. And let's go down in. Again. Pull it tight. Okay. Pull it tight. Okay, look at that, see? All right, let's go around. Oops. Let's go around here and around again. Okay. Pull that tight. And now I'm just going to clip those two wires. They should be very secure. I mean, I could put this down and do a wrap with that too, which would make it even more secure. Should I do that? Okay, you convinced me. You convinced me. Yeah, we don't want these falling off on anybody. All right. Let's wire cutters. Yeah, let's clip that one right there. Clip that one. And clip that one right there. Now what you have to do is you need to, these pokey wires here, you need to smooth those down. On earrings, it's your chance of getting poked is not as high as if this was like a necklace or a bracelet, but yeah, you still, believe me, if you could get hurt with jewelry, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to like cut myself or whatever. All right, there we go. We have one little dangly. one dangly. Okay. Now we need to make another dangly. A dangly. Okay. Let's go right through that little thing right there. Okay. All right, let's clip them. Clip them, clip them, clip them. And I keep these pieces of wire too. Wire's wire. And all right. And there's the second one. Now all we gotta do is put them on earring wires. And I don't think this is going to be small enough to go through that, but I will check. I may have to do the wire wrap thing at the top too. Yeah, these aren't going to go through. I can already tell by looking. I can already tell by looking. See, now if I'd gone with the bigger wires, yeah, I'd have been good. I'd have been golden. All right. I know, I said it wasn't going to go, and yet I keep trying. Why? Because sometimes I'm wrong. I know, can you believe that? I gasp. Sometimes I am wrong. I know, don't tell my family I said that. Yeah, my dad says he's never wrong. He thought he was once, but he was mistaken. Yeah. Come on. Go right there. It's so close. It's so close. Nope, not gonna do it. So let's close these up and make sure they're closed really good, because we got to do a wire wrap. Close it like that. I was gonna say, did I bring more in? This right here is just a floral wire that I'm using, because I'm not spending a fortune on 26 gauge wire, because you basically never use wire that's 26 or 28 gauge because it's small. Yeah. And I don't feel terribly secure making jewelry with such fine wires. But the way we're doing this, it's secure. Okay. Go up here. Going to wrap it once here. That there. I know, I'm out of frame. Wrap it like that. And then I'm going to go back through here. Come on. Don't do that. Come on, stay where you're supposed to be. All right, go back through. Pull. The gold. I brought in a length of the gold too, because I don't have a spool with the gold on it. All right, come on, lay like you're supposed to. Lay like you're supposed to. All right, come on. It's catching on this up here. It's being a stink. It's being a stink. Come on, I put you down. There we go. Yeah, it popped right back up. I had it where I wanted it, and then it just pops right back up where I don't want it. Let's pull these. Okay. Now let's take that down. Take it down. Take it down, take it down. Okay. Oh, why are you looped like that, huh? Why are you looping like that? I don't know. Because you can. All right, let me grab it here. Grab it there, tighten this loop up. I'm apt to break it, mind you. Did I get it? Okay, let's clip it. And clip it over on this side. Okay, let's check it out. Pull, 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 pull. All right, looks like it's gonna hold. Now I just gotta tuck those wires. Is this one of the most boring videos, huh? Yeah. But stay tuned, I could jab myself and bleed all over. That would be exciting, huh? No, I got too much to do tomorrow. Too much cooking in my future here. So what are you guys having for Thanksgiving dinner, huh? We always have traditional. My husband makes rolls. I cook a turkey. We do mashed potatoes, and my husband likes making homemade cranberry sauce with real cranberries and orange. He said, maybe this year I'll put apple in it. I'm thinking, don't mess with perfection. But apple would probably be good. I do put water chestnuts in my stuffing. We do have stuffing and not dressing. I know I've lived in the South for over 30 years, but I still prefer my Yankee Thanksgiving. Okay. All right, let's go through here. Some chainsaw I can hear. I don't know who's chainsawing, but somebody's outside working their little heart out. Okay, let's go through there and there. Pull those. Let me keep them down here and pull this way. Oops, I picked up the wrong tool there. Yeah. Okay. They both have green handles, you know? Do you guys have favorite tools? Is that a strange question to ask? I have lots of pliers and stuff. I have several pair of these. These are the very first pair that I got, but yet they're my favorite. Okay. Why are they my favorite? I don't know. They just work really well. You see this connection here? And this has got the spring. I think maybe that's the difference, that my other round nose pliers have this thing in the center. And I think the spring just works better. My hands are getting really dirty from this wire. That's the thing about working with wires. You will get a little dirty there. But that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. All right, let's go one more wrap on this one. Do you think? Yeah, why not? Because I'm here and I can do it. And it's going so easy. It's going good. So let's keep going, right? No. Why don't you just stop while you're ahead? I don't know. I don't know why I do things. Oops. Oh, I thought that went through the... let's see what else is going on. Well, I read yesterday that a possible reason why I have really low iron levels. I have low iron levels. I mean, you know when you get your lab works and they got an L saying you're low? Well, I have 2 L's on mine. And it's chronic. It's like it keeps going and going. Anyways, I read yesterday that if your acid in your stomach is too low, then your body does not process iron proteins, vitamin B12, and magnesium, and some other things the way it should. And I have been taking acid reflux medicine for over 20 years. And I have to take, I take vinegar tablets because I have found out if my pH is wrong in my body, not my stomach, in my body itself, then my arthritis, you can see right here, I got a little bit right here, but I learned that quick. So anytime my hand starts hurting or a joint hurts, I start taking my apple cider vinegar tablets. Do I take them all the time? I should, but I take so much that I tend to forget. Okay. All right. Those are kind of cute, right? Oh, I got a little wire right there. I see a pokey. I see a pokey wire right there. Where'd I see it? Where'd I see it? Right. Yep, right there. Okay. Let's deal with that because we don't want anybody getting hurt. Ta-da. Okay. I don't have any baggies right here, do I? There's a biggie baggie. There's a big bag. I've been getting ready for a jewelry sale. So, yeah, my house is a wreck. My craft rooms, I have stacks and stacks of bins of jewelry that I need to sell. Okay? So if anybody's in the area and they want to stop by on the 6th of December between noon and 4, you can come in and you can see all these things that I have fixed and a lot more that I haven't shown on videos. But I need space for, I'm just picking this stuff up. You know, my cleanup stuff. I dropped a piece. I don't know where it is. Okay. I'll find it later. Anyways. Okay, let's look at what we can do with these here. Okay, I'm thinking, oh, you know what? The fact that this is hard may make it easier to stick it in there and then just fill it full of E6000 glue. I think I like that idea. What do you think? And then we can just hang that up. And I do have one more set of these. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the gold. But here's the wires. When people see little pieces of chain, they go, what am I ever going to do with that? This is what you do with that. Okay, that's just a little teeny piece. I can cut that in half and use that. That's easy. All right, I'm done with that. That was hard to work with. Okay, little bitty ones. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do with little bitty ones? Could I? Yeah, I could put that in there. I might be able to put resin in there, and that would be faster, because E6000 I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow to finish it, but you don't need to watch the whole video. You know, it's going to be a lot of the same. So yeah, and I could hang them this way. I've not tried that, but the problem is anything you would attach up here would take away, I think, unless somehow I was to, yeah, I can't drill that hole that tiny. What about these? Can I draw a hole that tiny on these? Oh, I'm so afraid of breaking these, but I think those would be cute hanging that way instead of that way. So maybe I'll try. I have a very, 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 very tiny drill bit that it's not quite this tiny, but it's probably that big there. So it might work. Yeah. Sorry, we just had an Amber Alert. It's nowhere near here, so yeah. But I guess they, you know, it's not like they stay at home. All right, let me hold that like that. See, ta-da. I'm going to put that in here like this, and try to cure it like that. Cure it, cure it, cure it. I know you don't have a lot of resin on there. Nope, a lot of resin. All right. Keep going. You can cure more than that. Come on. Come on. All right, I need a lot more resin than that. Okay. There we go. Oh, I have a gnat. I know. Do you guys still have gnats around your house? I know. You have snow. Do you have snow? I don't know. You guys in the Christmas mood yet? I know it's not Thanksgiving yet, but I have friends have put their tree up already. I'm like, I have not even bought one Christmas present. All right, let's put that under the light here. The biggie light. The biggie light. All right. I'm hoping this works. Am I confident? No, not at all. But that's what makes crafting so fun, is because, you know, it's not like science. Well, it's got science in it, but there's always a chance. You know, it's not like it's machined. You know, it's not like this is going to come out exactly like that there. This one's actually going to work better than the other one. Okay, let's put that under there. What else do we have in here? We have these here that we put the resin in. Where's the other one of that one? Right there. So we need to put these on ear wires or let's go here. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and put them on these here. Why not, right? And since those don't open, and I'm not trying to open those, we're going to use, oh, let me shut my flashlight off and not kill all the battery. We are going to use jump rings. Okay, let's... Someone gave me one of those rings that you use to open jump rings. It's way too small for my hands. I'm like, do they come in different sizes? But she was sweet. I had made her a thing for her parents' ashes, and she was just being sweet and kind of giving me a present for it. She asked me how much I wanted in cash. I'm going, nothing. I don't do this stuff for money. I do it because, well, I do it for my videos. Yes, I do it for you guys. Doesn't that sound like I'm very generous there? I do it because I want to play. I want to create. And the fact that I can create and let me do this one first. Do the videos at the same time, that's a win-win. And you're going, well, why are you having a sale next week from Saturday if you don't want money? Because, you know, it does cost money to do crafts, and I'm only doing a $2 sale. So, you know, it's it'll resupply me. But the big reason I'm doing the sale is because I have way too much stuff. I have, yeah. I have bins. Bins, I say. Yeah. Okay. And there's that set. That's a cute set. Don't you think? Yeah. Okay, let's put these ear destroyer things on. They're not ear destroyers, if you say so. All right. I do have another pair of these. Let's put them in with that. Yeah. Because I'm running out of baggies. Running out of baggies. So we got 4 pair done. Woohoo! Okay, I'm going to keep working, and I'll show you, excuse me, the finished product. And I also want to do something with maybe these two, maybe just this one, and that'll be a surprise. Okay? Okay, you ready to see whether or not we can drill through a shell? Oh, yes, I'm scared. Going through the resin. Did not go through the shell. Okay. Let's hold it up like that right there. It went through? All right. Okay, let's do it. This other one. Nope, not yet. Oh, I see a little bit right there where it's coming through. All right. Is it all the way through yet? Almost. There it goes. All right. Okay. So I got it through. Yeah. Did not break the shell. Thanks to the resin, I'm sure. All right, let's get what color do we want to do these in? Need jump rings. All right, we'll be back. Okay, I come back because I had another idea. What if I took a jump ring, put it inside, just resined it in there like that there, put that towards the front, and then just took the wire onto it? Why not? I don't know. Why not? Okay, so that's what my next thing's gonna be. And we'll be back. Okay, I have one more surprise that I'm going to make for Olin using his shells, and I'm going to make him a cross. As we know that we make a lot of crosses. And anyways, I started with the shell, and you see all these little bits of shell that is all over here where they've, yeah, those are, I'm going to put in here too. Okay, so let me just paint some on the bottom here. Okay, let's put these shells in here. Okay, so I put the shells back in the little container he gave them to me in. And now I'm going to take the shell bits, because a lot of sand is made out of shell bits. And let's just brush this all here and see how much of this I can get picked up and put in there. So okay, I have the little shell bits in there, and now what I'm going to put in there are some micro beads. These right here are, they're like a, I don't know, a quarter of a millimeter or less. They're really small. Anyways, I'm going to mix them in with the shells so it looks kind of like it's got sand. I'm going to use some of this yellow. I don't know what color the sand is over there, but if there's lots of shells, there's a good chance it's going to be it's going to have some whites and some, you know, just shell colors. Make some white background here. I don't know how much it's going to actually show through. All right. Look over real careful. Put some more in there. Okay, let's go ahead and put that under the lamp. Get stuff out of my way here. All right, I am done with the micro beads. I have micro beads all over my thing here. Okay, let me put this away while that's curing. All right, I want a little bit of white, just the least little bit of white. I mean, I'm talking that there. Move that in there. Okay. Now we're just going to make some, because this right here is going to be the part that actually, what we're doing now is going to be the front. And we just want some indications that there's water, waves, whatever. And it's beating up on me. Okay, you're being a stink. Are you being a stink? All right, I need more resin than that. Don't want bubbles. I don't want bubbles. I'm getting bubbles. Getting bubbles, and it is, oops, don't need shell down there. Put that back down here. I'm gonna have to put a layer of clear in before I can do the white, because the resin just runs and beads up on the silicone. Yeah, stuff don't stick to silicone really easy. All right. All right. Okay, folks, I have finished. Made them a little cross, and you really can't there. I guess you can see the shell in the bottom now. And these little parts in here, the little black spots, are actually crushed shell that was in the bottom of this here. Instead of throwing that away, I said, well, let me put it in there. But here are the finished earrings. So I'm hoping he will be happy with these. So anyways, this is Bethany with New Life Jewelry Creation. Was it easy doing little tiny shells like this? No, not at all. I have done bigger shells and they were much easier. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that Olin and his family enjoy the earrings and the cross. Okay, I'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.